One of the greatest things about the Duo is it allows us to spice up very old commonplace movements like the push-up. One of the things that happens in typical push-up positions is that all we evaluate is, does the body go up and down? Did the athlete move a little bit? But with the Duo, it's like putting an x-ray machine on a very old friend. We can suddenly really understand the nuances and mechanics of the shoulder. Now, when we teach push-ups, oftentimes we really have to cue rotation of elbow pit forward. We also have to cue forward translation of the body to maintain a vertical form at the bottom. This cueing doesn't even have to happen when you put athletes on the Duo because it will automatically self-correct for those imbalances, or the athlete falls on their face. And so the root position, one of the root shapes and root exercises for the Duo system is our basic plank push-up position. So what we're going to start with is we've got a single knee on the ground, and we're going to start by achieving a straight hand position. So at the very least, I want to see the straps, handles of the Duo at the 12 o'clock position. Ideally, I'd like to see a little bit more turnout. Now, what we're going to find is that with the increased stabilization demands of the strap, what we're going to find is that we see a lot more wobbliness and incapacity, sort of poor motor control around the trunk. And this is one of the magics about being on an unstable surface like the Duo. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put him into a full plank position, feet are together, butt has got to be squeezed enough that if I came down and pushed through his back, he would be able to resist that compression. Now in this shape, you can see that he's already struggling a little bit, but what we should be turning is the straps out slightly, keeping the head in neutral, and remember that he should be able to breathe here. Take some big breaths in and big breaths out. We're cueing him to bring the hands closer together to build that stability. And even though we have an athlete who can bench a lot and also perform lots of push-ups, the mechanics and the stabilization demands here feed forward into wonderful athletic development. Go and put your knee down and take a break. Whew, that's a good one. Now, our base capacity here is we want you to be able to spend, just like in our bottom position of the push-up, we should be able to spend 2 minutes in this base plank position. So a simple model for your athletes is to work on maintaining the integrity of this base shape. Butt is squeezed, hands are turned out, maintaining ventilation in working chunks. So if I get 10 seconds, great, I'll just keep working up until I accumulate 2 to 3 minutes of work. So let's go ahead and get back into this shape. Again, I'm working on, at the very least, handles are forward, at the best, they're slightly turned out. Head is in neutral, butt is squeezed enough, working on ventilation. I've started my clock. 2 minutes later, he comes out, wonderful position. This is a wonderful cookie to drop in at the end of your normal training session.